The highest rate of inflation in more than 30 years has students feeling stressed about how they will budget. Students are struggling to pay for everything as things start to rise at a steady rate.
Everything that we can afford before, we can't afford right now, because even for our little things like to park our vehicle, we have to park at some other places because the parking rates are high.
While driving is not mandatory and student transit passes are included with tuition, the convenience factor is something that can decrease stress levels for students. While international students are looking to further their education, working full-time is taking up a majority of their time.
Fuel prices nowadays, and the rents are increasing. Everything is increasing high. The fees are like, the student is like, they just have to work, like some international students work 20 hours a week, right? And
While students are battling the stress, there are many resources available to help these students who may be struggling.
Something that's called the Irene Lewis Student Support Fund, which is a fund that employees, donors, many people give to, that will help a student out of a tough time. It's not going to be able to pay your rent for a year, but if a student is in a situation where they're not able to eat because they paid their rent, then they should be reaching out to.
Students are now pulling all the strings possible just to try and get by. At this time last year, the Canadian inflation rate was 1.4%. In just 1 year, it has increased by 4%, which is putting students in a tough situation. For State Newsfile, I'm Tony Trozzo.